Hi, I chose to do one of my second grade girls for the week 4 assignment for the DAS and MIP. The reason I chose her was when I assessed her, she fell in the average range, but I found a discrepancy between some of her skills that she was lacking to have a good foundation for math concepts. Her biggest struggle is in place value estimation and number patterns. And her biggest, along with that, is problem solving strategies. And when I was looking at her information and the assessment that I did on her, she normally for special ed, it's harder to qualify, at least in Minnesota, for math versus reading or literacy. And with her, that was just the opposite. She easily qualified for math over reading, but we did also place her in reading for the comprehension for math and able to read her math and word problems. So her math calculation skills, she can do some of her basic facts by skip counting. She's able to recognize numbers that are 1 through 1,000, and place value she struggles after the hundreds. She is she's about 29% in the average range, which means she's higher than 29% of her peers in the normal population. Her ability to perform simple addition to calculus computations, she scored rather low. She goes about solving the problems very slowly, and you can only give her one step at a time, but she's able to do most of the easier addition and subtraction facts. On one assessment, she mixed up the signs or didn't notice the sign and did addition instead of subtraction. She's not able to do multiplication yet. So again, she is below average of where she should be compared to her peers at this point in the year for second grade. She overall math problem solving, she was in the below average range. So she was the same as or higher than 7% of her peers. She has limited math skills, comprehension difficulties, that is more, a reading disability, but she has trouble with reading directions and word problems, especially. She made quite a few errors throughout the assessments, confusing addition and subtraction, or then if she needed to borrow or regroup, she would miscalculate the answer. So what I said is she does really good with one-to-one group instruction, which is about twice a week, 15 to 20 minutes a time direct with me, and then we do small group instruction. I have partnered her with a peer that is higher, and there is another girl in class that she will work with and talk with. She is very quiet, very shy, and very hard on herself. She does not like to say, I don't know, or she's not afraid to say, I don't know, but she will not, when prompted, give me more clarification. Well, what don't you know? So she has a very limited understanding of what should be grade appropriate math applications for problem solving. And her ability to deductively reason with numbers to like find a missing number, she performed very low. So I said that she has difficulty understanding instructions or directions. They have to be read to her and repeated. She frequently receives her work back to correct and return. She has the availability all the time to use math manipulatives such as a hundreds chart, blocks, anything that she needs to help her, a number line. But because of her low confidence and embarrassment, I usually have to bring those tools to her so she realizes that they will help her and herself. She struggles with dealing with group pressure, embarrassment, and any unexpected challenges that arrive. Like when we're doing group work, she will, since she's very quiet, she has a very hard time speaking up and voicing what she knows or even questioning why something is the way it is. If she's one-to-one with me or during small group instruction, sometimes if she's very good at fact families, but she struggles with other problem-solving concepts. So lastly that I said for her is she struggles academically with math problem solving. Ways that I am going to support her on the math improvement plan are increased skills in math problem solving, direct instruction related to helping her manage her attention and distractibility. And I'm wanting her to increase her independent task initiation and completion. She very rarely finishes any of her work in class. And also to try and get her to advocate a little bit for herself, seeking out, the math manipulatives or seeking me out for questions. She needs extra time to complete her tests and assignments. She needs to have them modified or adapted. She's allowed to sit flexible seating, but she usually chooses to sit kind of close to me. So I always allow that. And that way I can help her avoid distraction and assist her in keeping up with us and redirect her. I give her extra time to process directions and provide it in multiple formats such as oral, verbally, visual. She can only handle one step at a time, and that has to be repeated several times before she understands the directions and we can go on. So I really break down everything into simple one-step directions for her and repeat them. She has trouble if we are talking about new material. She kind of zones out, so she's not always engaged in listening. So I will try and, give her a cue or a prompt or get her attention to let her know this is important. You need to be paying attention. Like I said, I've paired her with a higher level partner while working on assignments, not only for the math aspect, but for reading the math instructions and word problems. Let's see. We work in small group instruction, so she's in a place where she has the extra time to complete assignments. She has extra support. She has a place to go where there's fewer distractions. Anything that she has trouble comprehending, I always, every day, check in with her. These are the directions. Read them to her. Do you understand this? and usually have her repeat it back to me so I know if she does or doesn't. Everything has to be very basic and simple and to the point for her to understand what I'm asking of her. She does have inattentive, behavior focuses, and I want to help her self-monitor that so she knows that, okay, no, I'm off task. I need to be doing this. So my concerns with her are mathematics calculation and mathematical problem solving. Also issues with her working memory, including verbal, spatial, and visual. And in order to do that, I am going to support her with small group instruction, twice a week, meeting one-to-one for group or one-to-one individual math instruction to go over the concepts and fill in those voids of the math problem solving, and making her slow down and make sure she's checking the signs and knowing what they're asking and what she's supposed to compute. So, yeah, that's my second grader, Haley. And I will upload this for you, and I apologize. I have bad migraine today. So, I will attach the sheets and let you view. Um, Let me know questions, concerns, or what areas I should have improved or expanded on. Thanks.